Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have just one query. Want a Sprite cranberry? Now, I sprung that question on my roommates recently, and by recently I mean like 5 minutes ago, because I go out and talk to them in between video recordings. And they told me it's not quite time for that yet. And I said, you're wrong. The winter months are soon upon us. It is currently September. And you know what September ends with, right? Ember. It's the same letters that, no, not October. I guess it ends in Burr, but November, December, they all end in Ember. And you know what embers do? They burn out quickly. Once we reach September, the end of the year is not long from us. And like the dying flame that is the year, reaching January and being born anew, so too has my willpower and determination to finish this level been born from the ashes, rising like the phoenix that I am, in all of my glory, to finish this shit, hopefully this time around. It's still tight. I don't know if we can actually make that in one go through there, but I want to try. Man, I think I'm allergic to mangoes. And you might be wondering, Cayman, where'd this come from? Well, so the other day, I went down to a, like, fancy grocery store, like kind of Whole Foods style, on the recommendation of my weird godparents. And I haven't talked much about my weird godparents, and I'm going to refrain from talking much about them and just leave you guys in the dark, because frankly I think it's a mystery that's better left undisclosed. The enigma that they are. Because honestly, I don't understand them completely, and I've known them for the 19 years that I've lived on this green earth. But they hit me up and they're like, hey, buckaroo, there's this chocolate producer in your neck of the woods that's known for, like, you know, really good dark chocolate that's, like, organically sourced and ethically produced and all that. You should go check it out if you have the time. And I did. It helped that the nearest retailer of this place, or of this brand, was about a 5-minute walk from where I live. Perks of being in a downtown apartment, I guess. But, so I went to this quasi Whole Foods. It's called, like, the Co-op or something like that. And while I was there, I didn't want to just go and buy, like, 5 chocolate bars. Not only because I didn't know if the chocolate was going to be good, but also because, like, who walks into a Whole Foods analog and buys, like, $30 worth of chocolate? It's just not done. It's just not done. So I did a little lap around the store and tried to find anything that might be interesting. And lo and behold, I came across a package of dried mangoes. And in the past, I had like one of my favorite snacks when I was growing up was this, like, freeze-dried, vacuum-sealed pineapple chunks. Exotic fruit is really good. Tropical fruit, you know. Tropical fruit is really good, especially when dried. Very sweet, a nice little tang upon the tongue. It's beautiful. It's a symphony in the mouth. And so I've been snacking on those, and I've noticed that, like, every time after I consume one of these mango shards, because it's not like a cube of it, like the dried pineapples of my childhood were. No, it's like a chip, almost. It's like a chip, but made out of, like, a jerky textured material. It's essentially mango jerky. And so you got, like, you know, not all of them are perfect circles, but they try their best, right? You've got these, like, large circular chunks, slices of mango, and every time I eat one, there's, like, a little bit of my mouth that has some, like, residual heat afterward, and mangoes aren't spicy. Mangoes are sweet and sour. tart, one might say. They're not meant to leave heat in the mouth. And then, like, you know, I sometimes I'll, like, kind of go like that, you know? Scratch your lips with your teeth. And when I did, my lips started feeling a little tingly. So I'm hoping I'm not going into, like, an anaphylactic shock sort of situation. The fact that I'm still talking to you guys means that that's probably not the case. Also, I've had, you know, like, 3-4 of these slices before and come out the other side just fine. However, it has left, like, the underside of my gums feeling strange. So, like, you know that bit kind of where the wisdom teeth are stored? Like, the back row of the molars and under? There's this, like, little lump of gum before where the bones jut out from your teeth, right? It's soft rather than the hard of your dental roots. You know what I'm talking about. Like, that area feels swollen, and if I, like, push my tongue against it, it's just a little raw. It hurts just a little bit. Just the timing's off. The timing's off, and I don't know what to do about it. Besides send myself directly into the saw blades. But yeah, so I'm a little worried. I think I might be undergoing a little bit of an allergic reaction, but it's not serious enough to even impact me to the point of itching, outside of just, like, scratching my teeth, or scratching my lips with my teeth. It's a little painful. Feels like there's a little heat at the back of my throat, like I said. But then again, you know, like, exotic fruits are known for being able to bite back at you, right? Like, pineapple has enzymes encapsulated in its inside of it that are capable of melting down your flesh. Obviously very slowly. They're not very effective at their job. Otherwise, we wouldn't fucking eat pineapple. It'd melt our faces off. But that is a thing, you know? So it might just be that. It might just be the concentrated enzymes. The concentrated enzyme. Oh my god, I did it again. Speak. There's the allergy, right? The concentrated enzymes of the dried fruit might be poignant enough to actually be able to, like, be felt after a single slice. Though I don't know. There's no evidence one way or another. All I know is it feels a little weird. And I probably would not spend $7 on mango chips again. I feel like I'm from California when I say that, you know? Dude, how do you do it? Like, just the timing is so weird. It's just gonna be like brute forcing until we find one that works. It's, hey, just do it, forehead. Over and over and over again. And what really irks me about this situation is that it's not hard to get to. Oh, it tricked me. I've been pranked. I thought it was going to come out one earlier. But, like, it's not... I know how this sounds, having just jumped directly into some spikes, but it's not hard to reach that point in the level where you hit the saws. You know, we did it, like, 10 times last episode. We've been live with this recording for, like, what, probably 5-10 minutes? 10, yeah, 10 minutes. And we've hit it 3-4 times. It's not difficult. It's just obnoxious. We need one more, I think. Oh my god, dude. If you don't come in with perfect timing on that cannon jump, you are in for a world of hurt. Like, there are two sticking points to this puzzle thus far. Is the cannon jump, and I say puzzle like it's not a platformer level. You get what I'm after. There are two sticking points thus far. It's the cannon jump and the saws. The rest is manageable. But the saws that's just hostile level design, you know? And there's a reason I didn't complete this level when it came out. I try and run through most of this guy's levels, because he, you know, shows up in my stream a lot. And my boy, hello? I know you're probably going to be watching this at some point. Those saws are toxic. I'm going to just be honest with you. The saws are toxic. But enough of that. Let's go back to my mango discussion. I like mangoes. You know, this is not the first time that I've felt odd after consuming a mango, which is, you know, part of the reason that I think I may be allergic to them. You know, the first time that I can recall was like it was a Chinese buffet. And I like Asian buffets. I'm a big fan. God damn it. Like a quarter of a second. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Asia buffets, and they all look the same, you know? They all look the same, they all have the same food, with, you know, middling exceptions. They tend to have like a little soft serve thing at the end that you can treat yourself to. I enjoy it. However, I'm not going to be going to a buffet in the middle of this freaking pandemic, you know? And far be it from me to suggest that Asians are more likely to have the corona, but in the back of my mind, I'm going, hey, dude, watch out. That's an Asian buffet. You know, food safety standards may be a little lax there. Buffets in general, this is the case, of course, but I have known many an Asian person in my time, and they were not always the most cooperative with the FDA standards. Not to say that they don't have good food. The food is delicious. Just maybe a little unsafe. And I mean, obviously the regulations are in place for a reason, but I'm pretty sure that the government has other things that it's enforcing with much higher priority right about now. And with the economic downturn of the mid-2020, food safety may be a little laxer than normal, and during a freaking pandemic, that is not something you want to risk. How did I bring this up? By talking about my mango? Yeah, my mango allergy. So, like, this Asian buffet I went to had, like, a mango-based dessert. Dude, mango iced dessert is so good. Like, I went to this Indian place that had, like, a mango cream kind of slush. Almost like they cut cubes of mango up and then like filled it with heavy cream and then just froze it. It was incredible. But the Asian place, the Asian buffet, had like a little god damn it, a little like kind of mango tart almost. Mangoes are already tart. Huh. Shut up, chat. But yeah, it had like a little mango tart. And I had it, and it was delicious. But it definitely left my mouth and face feeling a little flushed, a little tingly afterward. These are the signs of your immune system going just a little haywire. Which is a shame, because I really like mangoes, and, you know, it's not a... if it is even an allergy, because like I said, I don't know. If it is even an allergy, it's not severe enough to be dangerous. I hope. I hope. But if it is, there is little I can do about what I've already consumed. You know, no use crying over spilled milk. Just maybe eat less mango in the future. Man, I was gonna go exercise today for the first time, like making a concerted effort to exercise. It'd be the first time basically since quarantine set in. And then I ended up doing homework instead. And like I was thinking about doing it after my stream, which, you know, was like 2 to 7 today because it went a little long. And I looked up the university like swimming pool hours, and they end at 8. So I decided, you know what, I'll just eat my dinner and not like catch the last 20 minutes of the pool being open. It's not worth it. Not worth my time. But soon I'm gonna be back in business. I'm gonna actually like go forth and conquer the pool and my body alike. I've been meaning to exercise again, you know? Like, I'm tired of walking up a slight incline and feeling like I'm dying. Not dying, but, you know, like, a slope of, like, 10 degrees for any extended period of time is enough to set my calves on fire. I can walk for a while if it's flat ground or a downhill incline. I can walk for a while and be just fine. But, man, those light inclines are hell. And the entire city is light inclines. The entire goddamn city. Are you kidding me? But yeah, so like, I'm gonna get back in shape. That is goals, because I gained like 10 pounds over quarantine, and I don't know, it probably shows. Like, I'm told that, and by told I mean I looked it up out of curiosity and a little bit of shame, and I saw that like your facial features noticeably change every like 7 pounds or so. So like from the start of quarantine to the end of it, I've gained enough weight for it to be like facially noticeable, and that's not good. That is a bad. I would prefer for it not to be that way. And have I been doing much to change it? No. No, I've not. I still go out and I get dessert regularly. I still, you know, indulge in my creature comforts. But like I said, I am but a man. I am not meant to bear the weight of the world upon my shoulders, unassisted by the chemicals serotonin and dopamine. If one wishes to survive in this world, one must comfort themselves from time to time, and still have enough discipline to take care of themselves afterward. And I have been doing a lot of comforting over this quarantine and not a lot of disciplining. So maybe it's time that changed. And do I have much time for it? No. Do I still need the creature comforts? Absolutely. School is rough and only going to get rougher. My year is going to be extremely busy, and will be for the next, like, 2 years, probably, because senior year is also going to be a bitch, what with, like, thesis writing and all that. But that doesn't mean I can let myself go. Doesn't mean I can. I absolutely can. There's no question of that. Would I feel good about myself if I did so? No. You know, it's the economics of comfort all over again, right? You know, is it worth it in terms of pleasure? Do you derive more pleasure from eating that shake or losing a pound or two? You know, that's on you to decide. For me, most of the time, it's more fun to eat the shake. It's more pleasurable to eat the shake in the short and the long term. You know, because I can just go like, I won't eat like breakfast or something instead. And that'll be my calorie deficit for the day. I'll just have sleep for a meal. But, you know, it's the other side of the equation, the one dealing with long-term pleasure, long-term enjoyment of life, gets more and more heavily weighted as you yourself get more and more heavily weighted, right? So after a certain point, you look at that scale and you go, oof. I don't know about that. And that's about where I'm reaching. You know, I'm looking at that scale and I'm going, ooh. That's 25 pounds heavier than where I was in high school. And, you know, I'm no longer a D1 tier athlete. That's not true. I was never a D1 tier athlete. I am no longer a regionally significant athlete. Have not been in about 5 years. Damn, has it really been that long? I guess 4 years, because that's when I stopped. 4 years is about 5 years. I stand by that. No! But yeah, there's room for understanding. You know, I knew I was gonna gain some weight going into college. The freshman 15 is not good, but expected. Not particularly bad. And considering I was coming off of being an athlete myself, and you know, just kind of went cold turkey on not cold turkey. I still worked out, but you know. Not exercising nearly as much, still eating a lot of food, being off on my own, trying to figure that stuff out for myself. It was to be expected, but getting the extra 10 pounds this quarantine, that was not in the plan. So, at some point, I would like to get down to about 190 again. But for that, I need to both diet and exercise. And the diet part, I don't enjoy. The exercise part is okay, but not my favorite. It all just boils down to kind of like, I don't really wanna. I don't really wanna. I'm a big bitch baby. Wah. And I think that's relatable. I think that's relatable and understandable even. Does that make it okay? There's no real question of okay or not okay. It's more just like a, hey, is this something you care about enough to go out and make a change to? And it's getting there. That's the general takeaway. It's getting there. You know, there are a lot of things in life that I don't really care enough to go out and make a change about, despite being nominally involved in said issues. You know, for example, I am part of an environmental activism organization, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I joined it back in the day because the girl I was interested in, the girl I was having a fling with at the time, was part of the club, and she was like, "Hey, you should come join this." And I was like, alright, yeah, sure, I'll show up. You know, I care a bit about the environment. I care enough to make, you know, 2 hours of my time dedicated to something once every 2 weeks. Sure. But yeah, I'm still in that. And they're talking about like, hey, we've got this protest that we're all gonna go down to. Or like, hey, we're all striking from our classes because we want the university to, like, recycle more. And I'm just going like, dude, I got tests, and I got homework to do, and I got video games to play. I don't really care. You know, like, I am the treasurer of that club. That's the second most important position in there. So it's not like I'm doing no work, you know? Like, every time there's an event going on, I'm the one who has to fill out all the paperwork for it. And I do. We don't have that many events because, you know, all in-person events have been suspended by the university due to COVID concerns. But I've still filled out paperwork for them. I've done much more than required of me as a member of the club. But I don't care enough to go out and, like, make the change. I'll help other people if they care enough. But I personally don't really want to go out and do anything when I could spend my time getting work done or playing video games. I am the enlightened centrist. If you care enough about something, I will not impede your attempts to make it better. Or worse, I suppose. Yeah, I'll probably try and, you know, prevent... Yeah, I won't help you make things worse if I know about it. I think that's generally how people are. But I have few issues that I care strongly enough about to go out and be like, this is something I am gonna protest over. I am very much a live and let live kind of guy. Yikes. I don't know if you heard that or not, if that got picked up on microphone. Sounded like someone was just screaming outside, but that could have just been rubber. Every day, to be honest with you, we have somebody peel out and nearly get in a crash because we have this like right... Well, you know, it doesn't really matter to you guys, but, like, right over there, essentially, like, the camera is between myself and the intersection. We have this intersection that is essentially blind because there is parking all along the road, the main road, and then there's a stop sign on the hill, but not on the main road. And so, if you're trying to turn from the hill onto the main road, you are essentially crossing your fingers and praying that no car is going to come T-bone you. Or that you're not going to T-bone somebody. You have little to say in the matter. Because the parking folks are completely obscuring the view. And I hate it. I wish they'd change it. But it's going to take somebody dying before they will. The roads here, like, are they taken care of? Yes. Yes, the roads themselves are good. The people who planned these roads, very much not. Like, we've got this one section of town that's like 10 stop lines, like, not stop lines, stop lights, like once a block. And in between them, you have on and off ramps to the interstate. You know what ends up happening is, like, you know, a person will drive a mile, or drive many miles to get off the interstate on this one particular string, and then they will get stuck there, waiting for the light to turn, and then the light will turn, and they won't be able to peel in because the block in front of them also has a red light, and those guys are stuck, so if they turned in, they'd just be blocking the intersection. It's dumb. It's beyond dumb to me. This, I think, is the right pattern. Yeah. I have a lot of bones to pick with the way the roads are set up in town. But obviously, I, being a college student with a influence of about maybe 30 people tops, have very little to actually impact in the matter. Very little sway. And, know your station, right? That's not gonna do it. Know your station, and that's life. Anyway, we've been here for 30 minutes and made yet again 0 progress, so I will see you all in the next one. If you enjoyed the episode, then hit that like, hit that subscribe. I don't really do videos regularly, but if you want to catch the action, you can come follow me on Twitch. Same username there as on YouTube. See ya.